So we're in a village location. This is a 4-bed detached house. We live here, my 2 daughters who are at high school, a couple of pets as you saw, although they've abandoned me, and my husband, and we both work from home. We had got oil heating here, so in the village there isn't any gas, so we don't have a choice of gas, it's just oil. To be honest, it's not good to be on fossil fuels in my opinion. There was also the fact you've got to buy the oil up front and store it, it takes up space in the garden, and the cost of oil was going up, so it wasn't as cheap as maybe it had once been. I did consider air source heat pumps, I did consider other forms of electric heating, and none of them ticked my boxes. I can't even remember how, but I stumbled across the ZEB whilst researching online. Immediately I was quite excited. I thought, this seems to tick all my boxes. And so I started digging a little bit further, and the more I dug, the more I liked, and therefore I made the decision. We went and decided to go with the ZEB and got somebody out. Adam came out to see us, explained a bit more, and we made the decision to go ahead. I remember communication being quite good. The ZEB arrived the day before. They had to make sure it would fit through all the doorways, and they had the right equipment with them to get it in the right positions. And then the installer team came the next day. I think there were 2, maybe 3 of them at times. They took out the old equipment, so they took all the old boiler away with them. And then they connected the ZEB up to the existing heating system. So there was no need to replace radiators. It wasn't very intrusive on the house. Pretty much all their work was done where the ZEB's situated. And that was put in exactly the same place as our old boiler. Just been quite seamless, to be honest, to go from oil to go to this. For us, because we've got the solar, we have kind of a summer-winter mix. So as soon as we started wanting the heating on for the winter, we switched to our winter programme. And that basically means that we have the ZEB running our hot water and doing the heating, and we set our thermostat to match what we wanted. And the ZEB was happily charging when it was cheap and giving us heat when we needed it. As soon as it comes to the springtime, I turn the ZEB off completely. And what I do then is I have my solar heat the water, and the house runs on solar, and we export the excess. The oil, we were paying something like between £1,000 and £1,500 a year for oil. As at now, it's less than £500 it's cost us in electricity for the year and 3 months that we've had it. The app worked really well. I just feel reassured that I can see what's happening and I can see the data. We haven't really had many issues. We did decide to change a radiator. So in this room here, when we decorated, we upgraded the radiator, and we realised we had to add some fluid, and I had to ask what fluid to add. And I got an answer back, so that was great. I think because we've been quite an early adopter, I guess it's felt a bit more personal service, because I guess they know their clients a little bit more personally than maybe a mass producer would do. I keep recommending them to everybody who'll listen, if I'm honest, and that's just, I just believe in what we've done is the right decision. Sustainability is something I'm kind of quite passionate about. Obviously I've done a few things already, and I'd like to do my bit. If I can do my bit, if everyone did their bit, personally I think that's a good thing.